How is everybody? There we go. Welcome to the stream. It's a little basic. It's a basic one, but it's supposed to be a Q&A, essentially. Hopefully we'll get enough people asking questions. I will be taking questions via Discord and via stream chat. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I just need to promote this over here. Okay, and I'm just getting everything set up right quick. So feel free to ask questions in the chat. I need to... I should set alerts on, but I might not do that. ahead and have... Actually, no. No, we won't have that. Let's see, what would be perfect for a Q&A stream, just out of random. To keep the mood going. No. That would be for streaming on Twitch, which I don't like doing. That looks terrible. Let's see. Not a new one, specifically for the stream. Feel free to ask any questions if you have any questions about either the Cult of Foxy mod or Candy's Custom Night. I will be answering for both projects, cause then it wouldn't be a Q&A stream if I didn't have both at the same time. So I will be looking in chat and until I get questions rolling in and such. For now, hopefully everybody is doing well. Doing very, very well. Normally me doing like streams like this, trying to interact, never does well. It's only whenever I'm sitting down playing a game, per se, where it actually does well. But then there's like times where it just does not do well at all. Which isn't like the biggest thing in the world. Candy's Custom Night VR win. All good. Candy's Custom Night VR. Let's see. If someone can make the game on Unreal, that is not me, then sure, they can by all means do that. I don't really want to attach much to that project. I think doing a click team version of it from me is good enough. Also, yo, what's up, Croco? Right now, no. There's no plans, actually no need for it. Unless someone wants to take that candle and torch and just lead the way for a VR version of it, go for it. Because I don't want to do that. I guess I could take some, like... I don't really think I should take T-Jot questions like that, but I guess I could take some T-Jot questions on, like, what you could possibly expect without actually telling you what to expect, or worst comes to worst, I'll just tell you, like, what program I used. I don't know, and thoughts and ideas, but T-Jock is not really the biggest thing here. It's just Candy's Custom Night and Cult of Foxy mod. Good, good. I should probably say the stream is live on Gaming Jolts. Cult of Fox. No, not Cult of Foxy, but Candy's Custom Night. There we go. Also, I'll be able to read your stuff in real time, so amazing. I know. I could have Candy's custom night pulled up and just do that, but wait, how would you feel? How would you feel about someone porting all the Cult of Foxy characters into Bone Labs? Go for it. Except for the little Mr. Peaks inspired character. Every other character, go for it. Just that character in particular, I would recommend you not do. Because one, he's fairly small, and it just wouldn't make sense. Yeah, it could. It's not like I'm saying it couldn't work. It's just it's my character in particular. That one's like my child. I would rather not have people port something like that into it without like official permission. Not that I would be wanting to be against it. It's more or less that if I want someone to port it, I will directly ask someone to port that character. But all of the other characters, like my mortal persona, DC's character, Chris's character, go for it. By all means, go for it. Like I'm not gonna stop you. You guys are free to do that. Just not him, not little Mr. Sneaks. I will find you, and I will. What's the word? I will DMC. What's the word? I'll cease and desist you. I'll cease and desist you. That's what I will do. Maybe after I get a proper project with him specifically as the actual main antagonist, then I can consider. But right now there's no actual other like design model for him. However, like I said, if I want him to be ported over, I'll just I would have to physically come and talk to you about it. Because then I could have my name on it because it's still my character, essentially. Also, let me see if I can find it. Speaking of which, since Cool Cat is here is a project me and him are working on. It's called Indie Roulette. He looks so throwable. You throw him, I will find you. I will hunt you down, and I'll do unspeakable things. But also, Indie Roulette. Let's go. I can officially say that it's being made somewhat, kinda. I need to stop being lazy and actually start working on the dealer code, which is going to be a nightmare to work on. I'm terrified to do that. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of why I'm trying to push the dealer programming out of, like, on the side until we have like a map. Not really specifically indie horror, just indie in general. that's at least like the plan. Because right now I think we're doing duck season as like the base because that has a shotgun. But there's other like levels that we want to do. I think so far the plans are a Dark Deception one, I believe a Bendy one, and a FNAF themed one, which I think we're going with T-Jock or something. Oh yeah, no, it definitely will. It will go so hard. It will definitely go so hard with that. Yeah, no, I know. That's kind of why we wanted to do duck season, because it just fits for some reason. That, and then Cool Cat has more experience with duck season than I do, so he knows what to do for it. I think the other thing we need to get done is animation work, but that's about it. But with that topic out of the way, since that's essentially all we have right now, quite literally that's all we have. We haven't really done much more with it yet. Back to QNA. Let's extra Q&A questions. Resume. I'm getting notifications on Blue Sky. Great. I don't know why the T-Jock Goosebumps feel. Well, I'll have to show the image that I made for it. Let me pull it up. Let me find it. There it is. I already shared this. Nixon said he liked it, but like it's essentially the new Goosebumps type of font with the T-Jock logo, essentially. How I would have done it if I was to do a Goosebumps style to it. Some people liked it. It does look great. That's what I'm finding funny. However, there's only one thing about this that confuses me. Is how is it doing so well if it's just a base like black text? It's just a fun little font on like paper texture with literally just a black text. There's no effects to it whatsoever. That's literally it. And apparently people are like, "Oh, we're eating tonight" or something like that. I'm like, "No, you're not." This is basic. This is basic compared to other stuff that I've done, which actually took more time to do. That is true. That's also kind of what it gives vibes off of. If T-Jock was to have a movie, I think that would be perfect for the movie. It's like I did I've just been really, really into Goosebumps more recently. If you've seen season 1 of the new Goosebumps show, then you'll kind of know which vibe I'm going for, because this is for like, I got this based off of season 2 for Goosebumps, where it's just like it's just a nice black text. For some reason, I just love it the most. It just fits perfect, and I think Fazbear Frights would be a great concept for a Goosebumps style, because that's literally what it is. It's just Goosebumps, but FNAF. But speaking of other work that I have, where is my? If I can figure out where it's hiding, I can show it. That's that. Here it is. I'm making a mini series, I'm making like a short story series, and this is just one of the concept art, not really concept art, it's more like cover art pieces for this small series. But essentially, if you pay attention to what this is essentially a snowman, right? But the idea is that despite it actually looking like a snowman, it's not actually a snowman like that. It's actually a Wendigo that takes the form of a snowman, which was something I don't think anyone has done before, which is just make a shape-shifting like Wendigo monster. So I think me taking this idea and creating something out of it, I think would help make a fun little series. And I will forever be proud of that. I made like a few different ones, but like that one I think would be like the best starter for me to work with. I could show the other ones right now. Actually, let me go ahead and grab my favorite one, which is actually a massive nod towards Monster Blood. And it's probably my favorite piece that I've did. This, my friends, is a monster slime creature. I have an entire idea of how this monster in general would work. And essentially think of Monster Blood, except it doesn't grow. Or, well, when you eat it, it doesn't grow, but it just eats people. It eats anything. That, and if you consume it, it eats you from the inside. I think that's something that I think Monster Blood could have used, but I think missed out on, is to make this the most ultimate evil monster of like anything. It just eats people from the inside if you eat it. I think that would benefit it like a bit more than like say it growing people. But yeah, back to Q&A. Let's see, no questions. Let's see, no more questions. Great, I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I'm slowly crying inside. Please send unique questions down my way. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to play a game, and then it's just gonna derail the entire topic of what this stream is supposed to be. I'm slowly crying inside, as you can tell. I need to start promoting my stuff more. I'm just terrible at promoting like that. I need to learn to promote more. Just grabs this video or stream and just slams it in someone's face. By the way, the questions don't actually have to just be about the projects either. It could be about like me or my experiences with working on these projects even. And I could give you like my most what would be the phrasing for this? My most valued experience, I should say. Like things I like to do with this project. Because there is one project of all that I enjoyed doing the most, and like I said, was T-Jock. The joy of creation will forever be the project that I have the most fun with. But that's not my project. That's not personally my project. Which sucks because it's a good project, but it's not my project that I own. See, I made this logo. I am very proud of it. It is my favorite. It's my favorite logo of all the ones that I've made. It will forever be my favorite logo. With that, I'm gonna lure it somewhere. It'll just. I should frame this logo, dude. I thought about doing something like that. Just get like a big ass print for it, dude. That would be so fucking cool. Just a print of the joy of creation. It would really work really well. It would just work well, like really well on posters. Even it would just look great. Because I've seen all of the stuff that a lot of other people have done for the joy of creation, and I love all of their work. Their work is just very, very nice. It's very beautiful. Very happy to see like them grow as an artist. That's kind of what I'm trying to do myself. Oh, speaking of which, if you don't know, this character that's right here is Mr. Sneaks. I'm gonna just raise him up here a little bit. But essentially, this art style is actually by a really good friend of mine, Etch a Sketchy. Very, very happy with how she did it. She did a fantastic job with it. Speaking of which, there is a Mr. Sneaks Easter egg in Candy's Custom Night. When I said I was going to bring this dude into most of my projects, I meant it to. Like, he would be in almost every single project that's mine. At least, like, either cameo-wise, unique character-wise, or even a main villain for stuff, which is what I want to do next. Because right now, I think he's a cameo in Candy's Custom Night. He's a villain. He's an enemy in the Monsters Immortals mod, but he's not really a like main antagonist like that. And what I want to do with this small short story stuff is make him an antagonist. Like, make him actually a proper threat to people and make him actually terrifying. I mean, yeah, no, actually, he'll probably be stuck in Indie Roulette. He just won't be like a playable character, maybe like a side Easter egg or something. Like, just in the background of, like, say, maybe a Dark Deception level, or even the main menu somewhere. It might just be an icon, but, like, it's better than nothing. Am I right? Any new projects in the plans? There is one. There is definitely one, which is my short story concepts. I'm just trying to get, like, the first story done. I want to have something ready. And I want to make sure it's, like, it gives off the vibe that I want it to give. So I want to do, like, what's like Goosebumps is a perfect example, actually, for this, because each story I can do is different, and they all can intertwine in like the end or something. Probably not. An anthology is probably better, but right now short story is definitely in the plans. Finishing up my Cult of Foxy mod is another thing in the plans. I don't think I'll do any more with Candy's Custom. I think it's just like its lifespan is already done. I don't have any reason to continue it. Unless there's like a game-breaking bug, then I have to do something about it. But other than that, there's really like nothing to do with it. Cause after a while, after you work on a project for so long, there can be times where you're like, you get sick of that project. And that's kind of the deal that happened with Candy's Custom Night for me, is as much as I loved working on it prior, I can't say the same now. But it's definitely one of the more easier and unique projects that I could do if I wanted to like do something small, like small updates here and there. Which I've noticed people have been going on. I've been watching some videos recently about it, and more people are just playing the older builds, which I don't think is the best build to play. I think the best build to play is the current version right now. Yeah, things do get old. That's kind of the thing that I have with Candy's Custom Night. Like, I've worked on my Monsters Immortals mod for almost 3 years now. And I can say that I've never gotten bored of working on it. Unless, like, the game drops something and then it just becomes demotivating for a bit. But I do try to get back to it so that way I can finish it. As much as I love the mod, there's times where I'm like, I just want to get this done and over with, so then I don't have to continue it anymore. Because it's hard to stay attached to something for so long. And that's kind of why if I was to do more FNAF stuff, it wouldn't be like a game or a mod. I would do maybe like logo work, but that would be about it. But I do want to do stuff like short stories and stuff. I think something like that would be just a little bit more fun in my opinion. I want to get into like 3D animation at some point. It's not like my main priority, but it's definitely something I think I could get into if I have something to go off of. Which is why I want to do short stories first, is so then I have something that I can put some inspiration into and like just have something there as a base and maybe expand upon it via animation work. As of right now, like I said, I don't have much done with the stories. I still need to find a perfect writer who could write like each individual page and chapter and stuff, because I can't like write to save my soul. I can't like make a proper story like on pen and paper. I would have to like make a plot summary about like what the plot is going to be about. That's essentially just how it works for me. I don't have as much creativity as I used to. If I did something like this like maybe a few years back, maybe about that, I think it would be like 10, 20 stories in. But I would rather have a good story than like 20 stories that are just terrible. Which is kind of why I'm glad I thought about something like this to this day and age, because I could do a lot with it. So just like imagine a Five Nights at Freddy's short story, or another good example that I've been getting into was Murder Drones. A Murder Drone short story would go really, really hard. But yeah, other than that, that's as much as I have with it. I have gotten Hey, my bro Jet has gotten people in the server. He's got like 200 people. Very proud of him. Back to the stream stuff, but yeah, it's just motivation. But yeah, no, so just short stories, I think, after I finish most of COF. Because I think I'd have to double check the roadmap one more time. Because I don't remember what I put on the roadmap anymore. That's what makes me, like, not like doing certain projects, is I would need the motivation to, like, find a way to enjoy it, and that's kind of hard if I can't enjoy the project in general. I don't want to force myself to do it either. Like, I should force myself, but then there's times where I'm like, should I even, like, try to force myself? Should I just work on this, like, without actually having much enjoyment, or should I wait until I can get the motivation and actually enjoy doing it? And I think what I went with is something that I can get motivated for. Anyways, here's the map so far. So November 2nd was Red Guy Skin. The release was supposed to be the 9th, but Game Jolt said, yeah, no, goodbye, dies off anyways. So I had to put it on Nexus Mod on the 9th, but then when Game Jolt was able to let me put up projects again, I finally released it there. January will be... The 1st of January will finally be the 2-year anniversary for it, which is insane to think about. Then hopefully by February I'll have something to show for the map. I need to get on my friend, because my friend's supposed to be making the map layout for me. And then I just fix all the textures and stuff. And this is just an estimated guess. I'm not saying this will 100% like happen, but May through November of next year, I want to release the map as well, and hopefully we'll have the gacha machines ready by then as well, for like skins and stuff. That's just a long leap right now, though. A leap that we can't like do at the moment. So hopefully we'll have that ready. But I kind of highly doubt it. I'm not gonna put like too much pressure on him to get it done. I just at least want to see if we can get it done before February at the very least. Or at least get something to show on February. And maybe down the line we'll show more of the project, more of the map and stuff. Because there's like, right now I think there's like the monkey boss, and then I might not change the trap for it. I might not change the bananas. I might leave the bananas since it's not really changing the boss much. Anyways. Other than maybe just making it like a pirate themed monkey. But that's about it. But yeah. That's pretty much the goal for it, and then I guess that's pretty much it for it. Until like there's an update where the lighting does get fixed, the shading of the map gets fixed. After that, that's pretty much it. Like it's done. And I want to keep it that way. I want to make sure it stays that way. Any more questions? If this stream does really, really well, I will probably stop it a little bit earlier, and then... Actually, if it doesn't do really well, I should say, then I will stop it, and then I'll just hop over by making another stream and just playing Buckshot, maybe with a few friends. Because there's a new update with it, too. That, or play some Call of Duty. But hopefully, like, that's if the stream just straight up dies, like just dies, which I'm worried that it's happening at the very moment. Yay. It's funny because I've seen a ton of people just who like murder drones just like my stuff, and it's like, okay. I'm hoping it does really well. That's at least the goal, is just to make something that if I can enjoy it, hopefully I can make a lot of people like look at it and be like, oh, this might be worth maybe like a few minutes of my time to see if it's any good. So I do appreciate the kind words. It does motivate me a little bit to want to work on it. As of right now, though, it's just demotivating to work on like projects like this. I've just been having the biggest mental like down break. We're just gonna call it a down break because it's not really a break, like a breakout or a breakdown. I don't have a mental breakdown like that. It's more like mentally draining. There we go. That's how we'll put it. It's right now my life is just mental block. It's just pushing me away from wanting to do something such as, like, that's kind of why I don't really stream often either, is I don't enjoy it like as much as I should. I do it because it can be fun at times, and it's just relaxing. It's like a hobby. Hey. As a person with autism, I feel that. Honestly, it doesn't even just involve with people with autism either. It's just in general. It's, if motivation is like, yeah, no, I refuse, then it's just like, why should I continue working on something? That's kind of why I just don't enjoy doing long-term projects, is because it can be mentally draining as well. Because then the idea of, will people actually like it, is what like mentally breaks me. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I did the T-Jock logo, I was kind of worried that it wouldn't like look good in general. I'm more happy that Nixon liked it, but like at the same time I was like, I don't know if other people would like it, and that's what worried me. Until I think the launch of the game, and then seeing people say, "Oh yeah, this logo looks fucking banger" and shit, from like people like MatPat and Daka. It's like, it's so awesome to hear, and it just it shows that I did something meaningful, especially to people who like the joy of creation. I feel like that I've done something for that project to make it feel like it's new and refreshed while keeping it like fun, like it used to be, like an older feel of what the joy of creation was. And I'm happy that I got to bring something like that to the table. That will forever, like I said, that will forever be my personal favorite project that I got to work on. because I love the joy of creation. Grant me, I get looked at as like maybe the guy who worked on the game's logo. Yeah, I know, but then there's times where I'm like, I'm posting something else that's not really entirely related, and it just does even worse than the ones with T-Jock. A good example is I did like I said, the Goosebumps one, where it's just using the newer Goosebumps font, but it just says the joy of creation on it, and I want to do something that's not FNAF related, that I can have people like sit down and say, hey, this is actually really good. It's really cool. Because the art stuff that I do, like I said, takes time. It doesn't take me directly as much time as a normal person would, but it does take a little bit longer for me to like come up with a scene, because I have to make these scenes. A good example of a decently good scene that I had to come up with, and this is probably the longest scene that I had to think of, was this one. This is like the second time I'm pulling this up. But this, like, just this piece in general, took me a little bit longer to make because I didn't know what type of scene I wanted. I mean, I had an idea of the environment, but I just didn't know how I was going to execute it. And I think the way I executed it was I just looked back at, like, the Monster Blood cover from Goosebumps and just, like, was like, okay, how can I make this give off this vibe without making it feel like the exact same? And then this is where I'm like, maybe have it come from a door or something, and just give it like some uniqueness. And I think that's what I did really well with on this. And but that's just for like the scene itself. Like the effects took me a little bit less time, because I was going for more like an old school type of filter to give it like this vibe that anybody can rock with. And I kind of rock with it. It's probably one of my favorite ones so far. I will forever love this. This is like my favorite piece of all. And then there's other ones too, if I can find. I think I showed the snowman one. I don't think I've shown the zombie one on stream. But then there's that one. This one didn't take very long, but like I couldn't think of what I could have done with it. But this one just fits perfect. It's amazing. It just works. But now, since that's out of the way, I'll still be taking questions. I might just end this stream, or actually I might just rename it and just continue it and just play games on the side. No, I might do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go pull up another game. Game capture. I'm being pinged on a server. Yay. Yay. I'm so glad some of my friends are doing fairly well. I'm very happy for them. Have a good one. Just take it easy. Let me find a game to work on, to do. Actually, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. I might just do it that way instead. And I'll open up another stream specifically for gaming purposes. So I'll see you guys in the next stream, and probably shortly.